One of the reasons that your words are not sounding natural in American English is because your consonant sounds are coloring your vowel sounds and having an impact, leading to something that doesn't sound the way that native speakers would make it sound. And we're going to fix that today by taking a look at one consonant that does this all the time, which is the W sound. Hello, guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to your daily American English pronunciation show. Wake up American. We are here Monday through Friday, right around 8 a.m. New York, to give you your 5 to 10 minutes of pronunciation practice in. We are here thanks to especially our pronunciation group on Telegram. For those of you who don't know, we have a group on Telegram where every single day of the week, our members can send in audio files of themselves saying some things, usually some challenges that I give, but you can also add in words you're working on or phrases. And I give feedback. It's me and my assistant. And this happens again every single day. So if you're trying to actually get feedback on the sounds we practice here, we often take these same prompts and put them in the Telegram groups. That way you can practice them there as well. If that sounds like something you're interested in, you can go to fluentamerican.com/Telegram. Hello to Emmanuel. Thanks for stopping by. So we're going to be focusing again on W sounds. And the reason I'm targeting W sounds is because if your language has a W, most likely the way it's being pronounced is a pretty round lips like a wah or wah. You can see my lips doing a lot of work there. And you can do that in American English too. I don't want to say that's not possible, but what we're going to find in that is that in American English, what can be really, really helpful is actually keeping the lips straighter so that way we don't have an impact on our vowel sound. So like for instance, if I'm saying a word like who, I don't need to be like who. You can hear my placement just shift real far forward around my lips. Who, when my lips go out like that, I'm flaring them, I'm rounding them, and it's just not necessary. Instead, I can keep my lips straighter and say who, who. Do you see how my lips now are staying much straighter? So this is just something to be keeping in mind. We have a bunch of words like this, but if you have some words with W sounds that you would like to take a look at as well, you can let us know so we can see them. So as we do these, we're going to kind of go through our similar pattern here. So we always do. We're going to do our vowel, and then we're going to add our W sound before it, and then we will do the full word. As we do these, try to make sure you are using a low placement, projecting low. You're also engaging your diaphragm. If you don't know what your diaphragm is is like down here, right below your chest. It's what allows you to breathe. If you don't use your diaphragm, you can't breathe. But in American English, we also want to engage it when we speak. Okay, so that's how I'm getting that low, resonant, bassy sound that you hear. Okay, so let us now begin with our first word here. So again, we have who. So if I were breaking this down, start off with the vowel sound. Ooh, ooh. If Milad is here, Milad's one of our Mission English group members. You want to watch out for that ooh sound there. So again, ooh. Then, keeping the lips straight, let's add the W. Who. So let's alternate between those, trying to minimize the lip movement. Don't move your lips so much. So, ooh, who, ooh, who, ooh, who. All right, let's take a look at our next word. Our next word is the schwa sound. For our schwa, again, we're going to put our face into a neutral position. Okay? When your face is in neutral position, you're not smiling, you're not frowning, your top teeth, bottom teeth aren't touching, and the middle of your tongue starts to go up, though it does not touch the top of your mouth. And the sound that we want to make is going to be uh this is the sound people make when they're thinking. It's your thinking sound. Uh and then we're at a W before that. It's like wah, uh wah. Notice again my lips staying straight, not rounding. It's not immediately changes the sound. Do you hear that? My placement just shot forward as my lips did that. I don't want that to happen. I want my placement to stay down. It's like can you hear a difference between and whoa. That's just not the sound we're going for. So what what. All right, next one, when. So now we have the sound. Like in best or get. For this sound, a couple of tips. You want the back of your tongue around here to be a little high. The middle of your tongue's high. The front of your tongue can go high. Your mouth's going to close a little bit. The sides of your tongue can go very horizontal. It's like you're biting the sides of your tongue a little bit, and it's going to sound like eh, eh. If that's a tricky sound, you can close your mouth more. It's like weh, when, weh, when, weh, when, weh, when, weh, when. So it's not weh, it's weh, weh, when. Can you say that 3 times with straight lips? When. Next one, we have where. So again, air, where, air, where. So it's not air, where, it's air, where. Especially helpful in the middle of sentences and things like that to keep your flow. Because if you round your lips, you might end up breaking your sentence into more chunks, in addition to switching your placement around and things like that. So again, air, where. Our next word here, was. So we have was. Was. By the way, was and what should have the same vowel sound as that schwa. Okay, it's that sound again. Was. Our next one, the E sound. Make sure your placement stays down. So it's not E. Your first language is probably pronouncing it closer to an E sound with a high placement. But in American English, we have a low placement. So E. It's not E, it's E. It's like E, we, weed. E, we, weed, E, we, weed, E, we, weed. Keeping your lips straight. So again, weed. Okay. Next word, short I sound. Speaking of the E sound, do not make this next word with an E sound. This is a separate vowel. This is your eh. It's very helpful to bite the sides of your tongue. Get some contact with your tongue and your top teeth on the sides of your mouth. So your tongue's going very horizontal for this. With. 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 And then our next one is with the sound like in book. So the back of our tongue is high and the front of our tongue is down. So it's like would. Would. Emmanuel's brought up a word as well. It's the same vowel sounds we just did. So would and wool. It's the same idea. Would and wool have the same vowel sound there. Just a note on that. All right, we're going to take a look at a sentence in a moment, but I mentioned earlier that we have a member of I was working with in our Mission English program. If you don't know what Mission English is, on Mission English, we meet twice a day at different times. We're either meeting at 9:30 in the morning, New York time, 1:30 p.m. New York time, or 7:30 p.m. now, New York time, because this is what our schedule looks like. And then on Sundays, we have accent webinars. We do a 30-minute webinar on the sound for 3 days a month. So if that sounds like something that you're curious about, but you're not sure if you want to join, you kind of just want to get a feel for it, see what it's like to be in a small group class, well, you can watch all of our Mission English sessions live on YouTube, and you can also participate in the chat and ask us questions, and you can also see all our previous classes. We've got, like 600, 700 classes that you may have access to if you join our YouTube membership program. So if you want to see the classes and you want to participate in the chat, ask us questions as we're practicing, but you don't want to appear on screen, this is an opportunity for you. Hey guys, if you're enjoying our pronunciation videos and you're actually finding that your pronunciation is getting better just by using our videos, then I have an opportunity for you that you might like even more. We have a group coaching program called Mission English where we meet Monday through Friday 2 times a day. That's a big commitment, and not everyone wants to be on screen or use a microphone, but there are still people who just find value from watching the videos. If that sounds like you, this is your opportunity. With our new membership level on YouTube, you'll be able to watch all of our previous Mission English classes that are available on YouTube, and you'll be able to chat with us live for every other Mission English class that occurs in the present. So if you want to check out Mission English, but you don't want to appear on screen, you don't want to pay the full price, you just want to watch the videos to use them to study, this is your opportunity. All you need to do is click memberships and check out that $5.99 option per month. I'm excited to start working with you. So again, just another opportunity that you can use to study with us, get your practice in, because that's the key thing. If you're trying to make active, radical change in your pronunciation, it takes studying a little bit every day. That's another resource that we have to do that. We're going to wrap up today with a sentence, or a question, I should say, with lots and lots of W sounds. But it's going to be the same idea we just talked about. Straight lips, not trying to round them, focus on the vowel sounds. So let's start backwards. Whisk. Let's add a word. Wooden whisk. Wooden whisk. Let's add the with a. With a wooden whisk. With a wooden whisk. Let's add the we do. We do with a wooden whisk. We do with a wooden whisk. Let's add the wood. What do we do with a wooden whisk? What do we do with a wooden whisk? And let's add the what. What would we do with a wooden whisk? What would we do with a wooden whisk? If you find that tricky, focus on your vowel sounds. It's going to get crazy. Let's just do the vowels for a moment. It's like you, eh. When you do the vowels, excuse me, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to get the general vowel sense and then add the consonants back in. It's like, oh, you, whoa, we do with a wooden whisk. Oh, you, whoa, we do with a wooden whisk. Practicing that can just help you lengthen your vowel sounds and not let your consonants be distracting. All right, guys, that concludes this episode. We're going to be back tomorrow morning with more Wake Up American right around 8 a.m. New York. It'd be great to see you there. Thank you for checking us out. Look, there's a million pronunciation resources out there, so the fact you spent some time with us in your day is greatly appreciated. Once more, my name is Jeff. It rhymes with breath. That's one of the 4 keys to a natural sound in American English pronunciation. Placement, pitch, breath, and trying to hear consonant sounds. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to see you, miss. You guys have a good day, have a good night, good afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more Wake Up American. You guys take care.